The Weekly Warp Pipe.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Weekly Warp Pipe, a podcast dedicated to retro video games, 80s and 90s toys, and all things nostalgia. We are part of the Dorkening Podcast Network, and we're brought to you by Deadly Grounds Coffee. And this week, we're jumping in the Warp Pipe, and we're going back to the 90s and taking a look at our crushes. Girls on TV shows, movies, and maybe musicians as well. We'll see who we were crushing on back in the 90s. But before we do, here's a word from our sponsor.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds Coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Weekly Warp Pipe. I'm Russ Lyman.
I'm NES Addict.
Dude, I think we've been at it for a year because this is episode 52.
That's kind of crazy, right?
52 episodes in, and now we're even doubling down because we got Warp Pipe Wednesdays every Wednesday, so you're getting 2 episodes a week. But for the full regular podcast, we haven't missed a week in a year.
That's crazy. I forgot that we started before Southeast Game Exchange last year.
Yeah.
Was the week that you were here, did we just do one in the same room?
I had skipped last. I didn't go last year.
Oh, so we just still did one from afar. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm skipping this year.
So it's always been on here. Well, I'm not going either, so sorry at this point.
Yeah.
No Southeast Game Exchange.
But you know who is going to be there? I'm so bummed. There's 2 people that's going to be there that I'm really sad I can't see.
Okay.
Tyler from My Retro Life.
Okay.
And Mort from Mort's Garage.
Oh, nice. That's a good. I'm glad he's getting some good guests out, and the convention is growing each year.
Get rid of that NES Addict. He's trash.
Well, speaking of not trash,
the opposite of trash.
The opposite of trash. We're talking crushes on this week's episode. Probably should have done this for Valentine's Day, but
that would have been good, actually.
So it was such a good topic. I'm like, I'm not waiting another year to do this.
I mean, Russ gave me like 2 options today, and I was like, crushes. I want to talk about my crushes. I was getting my wife to help me like figure out. I was like getting her to guess who they were. She knows 2 of them because 2 of them still get brought up to this day a lot.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah,
we got it. We got a few phone calls as well. We'll take
sweet
in the show to get their take on who they're crushing. So I don't know if you stuck to a certain genre or whatever, but I said we can do TV shows, movies, or female musicians.
I just kind of did any star roughly in the 90s that was like in pop culture. So I even did one sports figure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's fine.
So yeah. So I'm excited to see if we have any matches, because usually when me and Russ make these lists, we usually have at least a couple matches. So we might be matching on a few here.
Oh, I imagine so. Yeah. I tried to put on my list at least where they're from, if they had the show name and then their actual name, and then I'll try to pull up some pictures.
Yeah, I didn't go that in depth, but I think I know most of them. So
okay,
and I have 10. You said you have 11.
I think I have 11 on
I
the
can always
list.
throw an honorable mention in there. I know I got somebody else I can mention.
Fair enough. Who's kicking it off?
All right, in no particular order, Russ. Why don't you start it off?
Okay, sounds good to me. All right, this may come as a surprise or not a surprise, but probably. Oh, wait, should I wait for like my biggest crush or
let's save our biggest crushes for the end.
Okay. We'll let you guys anticipate on who my biggest crush is. All right, so I'll skip ahead and we'll go with Clara Danes from My So-Called Life. You guys might know her from that, or from Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, all I know is the Ataris sing a song about her. Ever since I saw you on My So-Called Life, I've been writing you these letters asking you to be my wife.
There she is right there. She looks fantastic now.
Claire Danes.
I will say that. Let's see. Do we have Romeo and Juliet? I guess it's can't zoom in a picture here, but blonde hair girl.
Yep.
She was, I guess, dirty brown hair for Romeo and Juliet,
Yep.
but certainly attractive.
Yeah.
And that movie is all about love and falling in love, and being, I guess, around the same age. I'm not sure how old she is now, but I imagine in Romeo and Juliet she was probably like 18. I don't know.
She has to be in real life like a 70s child, right? I would imagine. She's got to be older than us.
Let's see if I could back
I'm gonna
up.
Google her. I'm Googling her right now.
You're Googling her now. I'm trying to back out of all the Romeo and Juliet stuff. Clara Danes, 44. She was born in 1979.
Yep, I was guessing it had to be really close to that. So
okay, so pretty close to our ages.
Her birthday's April 12th. Is today April 12th? Happy birthday, Claire Danes! That's crazy.
While we're recording, happy birthday to you.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah, that every song goes. It says, "Today I hijacked a plane to write your name across the sky, Miss Claire Danes." That's so wild.
Excellent. Was she wasn't on your list?
She didn't make my list.
Okay. Who's on your list?
See. My list. We're gonna go back to the days of the show 90210.
Oh, okay, nice.
The blonde beauty, Jenny Garth.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a picture of Jenny Garth?
I'll do a quick Google search here.
See if you can do 90210 Jenny Garth. Let's see how old Jenny Garth is. Jenny Garth has got to be in her upper 40s. So she was born in 72. So that makes her what? 51. Oh wow. So she's But man, when I was a little kid, I just thought she was gorgeous. She still is. She kind of looks like my wife a little bit, which is, I think.
So this is her from 90210.
Yeah.
Right?
Her and Luke Perry were like an item.
Yes.
But yeah, any blonde girl back in the day, Jenny Garth, so pretty. I don't really know what else she was on. I think sometimes you can catch her like on those holiday movies on like was it TNN, like
Hallmark?
Or Hallmark? Yeah, Hallmark holiday. Yeah, sometimes she's on those. So
I will say this. I guess let's preface it. This will, I guess, most likely be all ladies crushes. I didn't have any females tune in to talk about the male heartthrobs, but Luke Perry, I'm sure, would be on that list. Right. A few people from 90210.
I almost put Jonathan Taylor Thomas on my list as a joke.
That's my wife was like, Jonathan JT.
Or Macaulay Culkin, even.
Maybe.
Maybe not now, but back then, So
yeah. All right, I'll stick with a blonde who's on probably most people's list, and it'd be Alicia Silverstone.
Ooh, yeah. I mean,
Clueless, probably.
If we're going spoilers here, she was on my list, and she is my number one crush.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Number one.
Yeah. I have her autograph too somewhere.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
You like did you buy something that was already autographed and you physically got it signed?
I went to an autograph store and somebody had it. So
so you didn't get to meet her at like a Comic-Con or something?
No, I never got to meet her, unfortunately, but I would have loved to. I had my own copy of Clueless to watch on VHS.
Dude, she looks pretty much the same.
Dude,
there's her at Clueless.
She's really pretty. I like her lips, and she has like a kind of a crooked smile that I've always thought was really attractive.
Okay, like a unique smile. Yeah.
One thing my wife kind of thinks is neat about her is she hasn't really done any like plastic surgery or anything. At least she looks like she's aged pretty naturally.
Yes,
which is kind of interesting.
Oh yeah. Because definitely being in Hollywood, being a star and everything, could certainly lead to the plastic surgery or get addicted to that.
So yeah, what movie kind of drawed you to her?
I mean, absolutely Clueless.
Yeah.
I mean, she was also in what, Batman Forever?
She was in Batman Forever. Yeah.
Or Batman and Robin, I think.
Yeah, maybe. She was in a movie called The Babysitter. With oh man, what's the redheaded guy's name? He plays Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I don't know.
Think of his act. Anyway, yeah, she's in several movies.
This one, like,
no, it's called The Babysitter.
oh, okay.
Oh, I guess that
I don't
does say The Babysitter.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, she's in it.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's definitely has that like the blonde girls have more fun attitude, at least from Clueless. Like,
Yeah.
you're watching it on there and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely crushing on her.
Yep. I thought I'll have a 1B also. She's kind of a 1A. I have a 1B too. I'll save my 1B for the end.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess we'll go with my next one. I think she could have came in handy with my buddy Simon Belmont.
Oh yeah,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
That's right. That's definitely made a when I was looking up like top 90s crushes, that definitely was like on some people's ears for sure.
She could kick your butt, and she was just really hot. She was also in a movie called Cruel Intentions.
Yes.
Which was kind of a pretty risque movie in the late 90s. Pretty wild. But yeah, I don't know. She has kind of a very interesting nose, but I think it's cute. And my wife kind of has a unique nose too. So I don't know. I feel like every one of these people embodies something of my wife. It's such like Haley's like the perfect combination of all these women.
Am I going to get in trouble if none of my crushes look?
No, that's just coincidental. That's just coincidental.
Fair enough. Yeah, definitely a good one, I would say for sure. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I can't say I watched a whole lot of the series itself, but
yeah, I didn't. So I wasn't.
Or wait, because she's in the series, not the movie, right? The movie,
right? Yeah, she's in the series. Yeah. That came on TV. I would watch it every now and again. But definitely, I think what really put her on my radar was just the Cruel Intentions movie.
Yes, yeah.
Because it was her and
I would say I think it would have another crush with people with that as well too. Who else was in this?
Ryan Felipe and then Reese Witherspoon, which I believe is where they met. They were married at one point.
Oh, okay.
And Reese Witherspoon was kind of the goody, and Sarah Michelle Gellar was kind of like this really perverted chick who kind of like, I guess she like hooked up with her stepbrother. I don't know.
That's another podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another day.
Let's see. I'll throw this one out here. It definitely had. If we're talking 90s crushes, this lady's certainly on your list, and that's Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Power Ranger, Kimberly.
I actually struck her down today when someone mentioned her. I was like, absolutely not.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I found her too tomboyish. I don't know. Something about her. I wasn't into her, but that's cool. Let's hear why you are.
I mean, it's more of the you're watching this show religiously. Okay, you're really into Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And there happens to be a girl on there.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like she's kicking butt, fighting the baddies.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you just somehow get attracted to that. Like you're like, oh man, I wish she could go to my high school and get me out of class, and then we'll go fight some baddies.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just never really had it in for her. But she does look pretty cute in that picture right there next to the Ranger.
Right, yeah, the side by side there. Let's see, I'm totally spelling the name wrong. Is it gonna come up? Yeah. And she's still doing stuff now, like she's going to conventions and doing Power Ranger stuff. And there's a new Power Ranger movie coming out on Netflix.
No way.
And she's in it.
Wow. Okay.
So
she looks like she's aged really well in the pictures of her where she looks older.
Right. Again, she's definitely one of those actresses like aged naturally and still pretty much looks
still pretty gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, how she was there. I mean, she probably shot the Power Rangers. She couldn't be more than a teenager, I'd say then.
Yeah. I wonder how old she is.
Amy
Jo. 1970. Wow.
52.
I don't know about you. I'm feeling 52. Dang, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's cool though. Her birthday does not happen to be today.
Points off for that.
Oh, hang on. I want to see something real quick, just because we're looking at birthdays.
Yeah.
I want to see what Sarah Michelle Gellar's birthday. She was born in 77. Okay, so she's about 45. Okay. That's what I figured. I figured she was a few years older than me.
Gotcha.
All right. So moving on. This is somebody that's going to make all of your list. Russ, if this isn't on your list, I'll be super surprised. We're talking Saved by the Bell. We're talking about Kelly. We're talking about Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Let's see. Did I put her on here?
Did she make your list?
Yes, she's on the list. Yes.
Yeah. Zach Morris was the man. He got to date her more often than not. Slater might have dated her a little bit, but she just had that girl next door look. She's one of the few brunettes on my list. Yeah, just really cute, and
absolutely.
I still feel like even now.
Oh yeah, she's definitely gorgeous. Like right now, like looking at her, like aged perfectly.
Yeah, like she's super cute.
She got a little mole over here.
Something going on, yeah.
At least on that picture. Here we go. Here's a good throwback picture with her and Zach. Has like that bigger hairdo style.
Yeah. So she's a little older than I thought. She was born in 74, which makes her 49 years old. Wow.
Yeah. Here's a good comparison video right there. Kind of like.
Yeah. But yeah.
Who's wearing that in the 90s? Literally, basically like a bra with like suspenders.
With some jeans. She's a smoke show though, right?
You're like, geez.
That belly button.
All about the belly button.
All about the belly button. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come and rub me the right way.
Good choice. Well, let's see. All right. You took that one there. So that would be my number 4. So we'll go number 5. We'll stick with the brunettes. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Gotta pick her. Mostly from now she was in was it Party of 5?
Party of 5.
Which I don't think I really watched much.
I didn't either. She was also in I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That's where I'm sure I was first exposed to her there.
Yeah.
With the scary movie.
Yep.
But
oh no, you know what it was? Russ?
Yep.
Can't Hardly Wait.
Okay. Yep. She was in that one.
The first time I ever heard "Damn It" from the Dude Ranch album in a movie.
Yep.
And it also had Seth Green, who was a really weird character in that movie.
Let's see what other she was in. Where's this? She was in the Garfield movie, Party of 5, Criminal Minds. Obviously, they Know What You Did Last Summer, and I still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yep.
Which one did you say she was in?
Can't Hardly Wait.
Okay.
You scroll up a little bit.
Is it? Up
it's on the second row.
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah. It almost has that American Pie like logo with Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah, very much.
1998.
Yep.
But yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt, super like girl next door, but could like dress up and be super cute.
Yep. Yeah, she's pretty hot.
I don't know what else to say. She's a hottie.
There you go. That's all you can say.
We're keeping this PG, all right, this podcast.
That's it. Okay. So I have this person on my list, but now I'm second guessing it. But I'll go with it anyway. I thought she was cute in the Nickelodeon show. Clarissa Explains It All. Melissa Joan Hart.
Yes. Me and my wife did mention that going back. I was like, well, Clarissa Explains It All. She's like, oh, she was kind of maybe people were attracted to her because she was like a little edgy because she had like her boyfriend like sneaking in through the window on the show.
Yeah. Trying to look up her age.
Let's see. I'll get some pictures if you guys are watching on YouTube here.
She was born in 76, which makes her 46 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's still cute,
Let's see here. Here's a good. Oh yeah, he's showing photos there. Yeah, but yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Clarissa
explaining it all.
What else was she in? I feel like she was in a movie too, but
possibly.
Yeah. But what I know her best from was definitely Clarissa Explains It All. So
right, if you're talking 90s, I believe that's where most people are.
Oh, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh yes, that's right.
And then Drive Me Crazy as well.
That movie there, yeah.
Yep, those are the three big ones I feel like she was in. But yeah, cute little blonde, Nickelodeon actor, and yeah, right out of the 90s. Meets the criteria.
Yeah, fair enough to me. Before we get into a couple more, that was our 5. We're at halfway point. We'll hear some from a few callers. We had a few callers come in. Before we get to that, though, here's another podcast in the Dorkening Podcast Network. We think you.
Are you a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books? Then Epic Tales from the Sewers is a podcast for you. We cover the comic books, video games, movies, cartoons, and anything else turtle related. We talk about the toys, we talk about the cereal, we talk about all the fun things about turtles that we love so much. So give a listen. You can find us on iTunes, Google Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. Check out Epic Tales from the Sewers, part of the Epic Airways Podcast Network. Give a listen, dudes. Cowabunga is this podcast for you.
All right, we are back. So kind of last minute, because we came to this topic last minute. I posted on our Facebook page and our Instagram page. So we had a few people respond there. Let's see, on our Facebook page here, the Weekly Warp Pipe, Matthew Durkin said both Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell and Kelly Bundy from Married with Children. I'm guessing that at least one of them will be pretty much on every guy's list.
Yeah.
The two Kellys. Nice.
Kelly's a great name.
And then on our Instagram page, we got Samuel Miras says, again, Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell and Christina Applegate from Married with Children.
It's official.
The same answer for both. They were hotties.
They are.
That's for sure.
They are hotties. It's true.
That's a good one. All right, we got a couple phone calls. If you guys want to call in, right there, 949-682-9277. You can leave us a voicemail, or you can even text. If you don't want to call, you can send a text message to that phone number, and then we can read that over the we'll read it out for you, I guess, what I'm trying to say. I don't know. All right, here we go.
All right, boys. Riff from Pixel Game Squad. I love what you guys do. I love both of you, but the big topic right now, crushes, 90s crushes, old school crushes. Okay, so anytime you would ask me in my life, I was always going to say Topanga. Topanga from Boy Meets World was always the one that I was like, oh my gosh, she's like the cutest girl ever. I loved her personality along with other things. But I'd say I would have said that my whole life until just recently I started watching The Wonder Years again.
Oh, okay.
Something about Winnie Cooper. Obviously, she's a little girl, but maybe that's what it is. There's such a childlike innocence. She's sweet. And I think to me, when I was a young kid growing up, my brain was like, Topanga, because, at that time, she was my age. She was more online with me as like a teenage boy or a young boy. And I was like, yeah, she's hot, blah, 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 blah. But now, looking back, I look at Winnie Cooper and I'm like, she's cute. She's innocent. And I think that's, as an adult, what you realize is what the important things is to where, if my son was, dating a girl or potential for a relationship, I'd be happy having a girl who's a good person, a good human being, a good soul, a sweet soul. And I feel like that's what Winnie Cooper feels like in the shows I'm watching. And man, when I was a kid, man, I didn't really think Winnie Cooper much, but as an adult, my brain is like that's what's adorable to me is that a good, healthy, strong, person. So yeah, that's my answer. All right, boys. Good luck and prosper. All right, boys.
Thanks, Riff, for calling
Riff
in.
must have been running when he called. So that girl's name in real life is Danica Kirkpatrick.
I don't think I can even spell that.
And what's cool about her is she played with Fred Savage, who played, on The Wonder Years. And he also was in The Wizard. So I just want to say that real fast. But excellent choice, Riff. I like your reasoning. And you may find out later on that she might make my list as well.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
Fair enough. All right, we got 2 more callers in.
What's up, Russ and Jay? Long-time listener, first-time caller. This is Jared from Retro Gaming Pandemic. Answering the question, who was one of my favorite 90s crushes? I did a lot of thinking on this one. And you know what? I'm going to go the Baywatch route. My crush from the 90s was Carmen Electra. Still is, too. I would have had a chance with her if it wasn't for Dennis Rodman, but, you can't win them all. Hey, guys, a big fan of the show, and I love you both. Bye.
Thanks so much for calling in, Jarrett. Oh, dude, Carmen Electra.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about Baywatch. I mean, you could have went several routes there, but yeah, Carmen Electra is hot. I mean, pretty spicy.
There you go, right there. Baywatch photo right there. Yeah.
There you go. Gorgeous.
And I think she was wasn't she a host on like an MTV show as well? I want to say.
I think so. Yeah, like something with Carmen Electra.
There might have been. So she was definitely all over in the 90s. But yeah, that's a good pick for sure. And she did Dennis Rodman.
There was another Baywatch chick that I thought was cute, and I'm not talking about Pamela Anderson. I don't remember who the other girl was, but I'll have to look her up later. But good pick. We love you too, Jared. Thanks for calling in, man. That's freaking bad.
We had Jay, and we also had his brother call in.
No way.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Eric here from Retro Gaming Pandemic. My 1990s crush is the Scream Queen herself, Sydney Prescott, a.k.a. Nev Campbell. Had a huge crush on her back in the 90s, even going back from the Party of 5 Days. So that would be my 1990s crush. Take care.
Yeah, Nev Campbell was cute, and I loved her in Scream. She has like a really sweet voice. Something about her voice I really like.
Right. Again, like it's almost maybe it's like these characters that are the damsel in distress, right?
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Then Nev Campbell, Scream, another horror movie, and you're like, oh, maybe I just like the maybe not even to say damsel in distress because she held her own in the movie.
She did.
But yeah, certainly gorgeous. Definitely 90s crush for sure. And still looks great today.
Yeah. Dude, that was 3 really good picks, you guys. Thanks for the calls. That was awesome.
Yeah. Excellent. And if you guys haven't checked out, so Riff Pixel Game Squad, you can check out their channel. And he also has a second channel called Pixel Plus. And Retro Gaming Pandemic is where Eric and Jarrett are from. We got to meet them at Southeast Game Exchange, and they do video game hunting and all that and have a good time.
Yeah, fun channels.
For sure. And then again, guys, if you would like to call in, you can do so. 949-682-9277. And it could be about anything. You don't have to necessarily call in for the topic. You could just call in and maybe leave us a topic suggestion or just tell us what you like about the show. And
or just do what most people do. Just comment on how handsome I am.
Fair enough. All right, back to our list.
All right.
Who do we got?
You want me to name the next one, Russ?
I'll do one. I got a couple musician ones.
All right, let's hear it. I'm guessing I might know one of them.
What about Mandy Moore?
Mandy Moore, yeah.
Candy, right? That was her hit.
She's kind of a sweet, wholesome kind of girl. Yeah.
Let's see. 90. I want a 90s photo. There we go. Straight from the music video.
There you go. Yep.
Blonde girl, small frame, musician.
Yeah.
Super cute.
There you go.
Marketable, right?
Yeah, totally.
They're like, all right, she's a musician and she's basically made to be a boy's crush to help sell records.
What was her hit song?
I believe it was Candy.
How's it go?
Right here, Candy. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Fair. Sorry, I thought you knew.
We can look it up.
I want candy.
Candy, Mandy Moore.
I have no idea. I just made that up. I didn't make it up. That's a real song.
I'm like, that is a song. Let's see. Hit play.
Look at her biting her lip.
That's it. You know, bite your lip a little bit more. I don't know if the audio comes through on here. I'll have to plug it in. Here, I'll just skip to the chorus.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can't hear it. That's okay.
All right, fair enough. I'll overlay some music so you guys can hear it. But there was a lot of like,
later.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's all you need for a song.
That's it.
Oohs and yes. All right. You went super kind of innocent and sweet. I'm gonna say in 1996, during the Olympics, I had the hugest crush on Dominique Moceanu, who was this cute little dark-haired gymnast from Texas. And she just gymnastics her way self right into my heart. And I actually went out and bought her autobiography and read it in like 2 days, which I never read. So
what's her last name? Dominique?
So you spell it M-Ocean-U. So if you know how to spell the word ocean, just put an M in front of it and a U behind it, and you got Dominique Moceanu.
American gymnast.
She had this cute little ponytail. There she is with her little star on her little outfit there. You know, I just thought she was like the cutest thing I'd ever seen. I don't know. And she was really good at gymnastics too. It was amazing.
Right.
They won.
They ended up winning that.
I think so.
Year.
And she landed some crazy trick with like almost like a broke ankle or something one time. I feel like during that.
It's like a boss move.
Yeah, it was pretty boss. It was pretty incredible. It was so much fun to watch. So
I didn't even think that route of going like Olympics.
Well, I just remember it had such a profound effect on me. Like that summer, I was at during the Olympics, I was at my grandparents' house, and I just like couldn't take my eyes off this girl. I was like, oh, Dominique Moceanu. And me and this guy named David Fowler. David Fowler, if you're out there. I met him at Lawrence District 55 High School, which is where I went to high school. And we were in the computer lab, and we were both looking up Dominique Moceanu, and he like found out that I was looking her up, and we became friends because we both had a crush on this girl. But we were like super serious. He's like, I'm going to go meet her and we're going to get married. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know,
you're taking it stalker route. I just want to put some pictures of her on my wall.
Exactly. I'm just trying to print off some pictures, you know?
Fair enough. So I'll go who made my list. I did also put Topanga on my list. Danielle Fishel, I guess is.
Oh, I thought it was Fisher. Fishel?
I don't know. Let me see.
I thought it was Fisher. Danielle Fisher.
Fishel.
Oh, Fisher. Okay, yeah, I don't know.
So I guess that's how you say it. Fishel.
Yeah, maybe that is it.
From Boy Meets World. There she is with Corey.
There she is. That's what's his name's little brother.
Well, it's funny as I didn't realize that. Like my wife brought that up. So that's now how does it put it?
Fred Savage's little brother.
Right. So if you watched Wonder Years, the main character is Ben Savage, and then in Boy Meets World, you get now I'm reversing it. But yeah,
Ben is in Boy Meets World. Fred is in
Wonder Years. But Topanga is what we're talking about. So here she is, got kind of that dirty blonde hair, real big smile, super cute. And I said, I think, it's either the age I was or whatever, but I remember watching a season of Boy Meets World, and then it was like the summer break.
Yeah.
And then like the next season had started and she came back, and I don't know if it's because I was older or she got older and puberty hit her, and you're like, what the heck happened to Topanga? Right. And you're like, oh my God. Like, yes.
What a name too, Topanga.
Right. For the show. I'm like, I've never heard anyone name that before. Like,
or after.
Or after. So I'm like, super unique name. Maybe, it could be a lot in the show. She was very like hippie and like out there, like not the norm, essentially. So maybe that's what helped her stand out like in the show and I guess
Yeah.
in real life or whatever. But yeah, she
Still
still looks
super
great.
cute. Yeah.
I haven't seen, they do have Girl Meets World as like a new show where
Okay.
it's them as adults and it's their kids going to school. Kind of like what they did with Full House. They have Fuller House.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen that, but you can catch her on there.
She has some really nice hair, doesn't she?
Yeah, certainly. Like with the, I mean, it could be straight or curly.
It's almost like one of her staples. So
it's got this little the little wave action she was going on for a little bit here.
The crimped hair.
The crimp look was big in the 90s.
Yep.
Choker. She's got a choker on.
There you go.
That's another 90s girl staple right there.
Yep. Topanga. Pretty hot.
It's getting hot in here.
You getting a little toasty? You get cool off over there, Russ.
Take a drink. I'll take a drink out of my weekly warp pipe mug, which you can purchase at the weeklywarpipe.com.
Mine still has a bunch of crap sticking out of it.
Yeah, you can put pens and paintbrushes in it.
There you go. Sweet. Well, a couple of mine have been named by other people, but I'm going to go ahead and list them anyway. My next one on my list is definitely Christina Applegate from Married with Children. Yeah, she kind of had that bad girl vibe,
Absolutely. She had like leather skirts
all the time, kind of like big, like almost like 80s hair, always hanging out with like guys that like they're in bands and stuff, rock and roll dudes, and just kind of a total bad A. But yeah, it was that blonde hair and just like really pretty eyes, and I don't know, Christina Applegate was just really attractive and still is.
Let's see, bring up a picture from the show comparison.
There you go.
You go. It's like studded belt, like tiny tank tops, big hoop earrings.
Always had the big hair a lot of times,
Again, definitely was the, bad girl appeal.
Yep.
For sure. In that show, at least. She was in other things as well, but obviously most people probably recognize her from Married with Children.
That's it. Yep. She always had like really pretty eyes. That with the makeup they did on her always looked really good. But yeah.
Christina Applegate.
And plus a really interesting last name, Applegate.
Hard to forget that name. Applegate. Topanga Applegate. What about that?
Topanga Applegate. That's what I'm going to name my next child.
Fair enough. Let's see. We'll jump on to another show. Friends. Jennifer Aniston.
She made my list.
Yep.
We have a match.
We have a match, Houston.
But who gets her?
I'll get Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, mostly watching her from Friends, but she was certainly a hottie on there.
Dude, she had like gorgeous brown hair. She seemed really cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like fun to hang around with.
Yeah. Just had like a classic girl next door kind of look. Yeah, she just looked so good. I don't know what to say about her.
It was always cold while they were filming Friends.
Yeah, she didn't wear any extra layers, I don't think, very often. She was also in a movie with Ben Stiller called Along Came Polly. That was pretty funny.
Yes, that was a good movie. Yes, I remember that movie. That was a good one. But yeah, classic right here, 90s. Like, I don't know. I think that haircut too.
Yeah.
Like I'm digging that, like with the, I guess is that bangs like across the.
Yeah. I don't know what that
layered hair.
Almost like a layered / bob type. I don't even know what you would call it. I have to ask a girl, but yeah. Yeah. Thinking that picture right there that there's a cold picture. It's always cold in the Friends up in New York.
They had to crank the AC on that set for some reason, but
yeah, always cutting glass. Anyway,
Jennifer Aniston, she's a hottie.
She is a hottie. All right, we're gonna go on to since you picked Jennifer Aniston for me, I have two left that haven't been named. Riff, we got a match. Danica Kirkpatrick. Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years. Like you said, she just had that very wholesome vibes, you know. Wendy wasn't doing anything risque. She's just like the sweet girl next door. I think she really cared about uh, Fred Savage's character, whose name escapes me. What was his name?
Oh, in the show?
Was it Corey, or am I thinking of the other one?
Nah,
I don't remember his name, but I do remember Winnie Cooper, because how can you forget? But yeah, she just always had like really cute little outfits. I recently saw her on another movie that I was watching randomly in like the mid 2000s.
Okay.
This movie was from the mid 2000s. I watched it like a week ago, but it was like the something mind of a teenage. I don't know. It was on some free movie channel I watched. I was like, oh, this looks weird. I was finding all kind of weird movies, but I think she's still pretty active in acting. She probably does some of those Hallmark movies too.
Right. I could definitely see. Yeah. Let's see.
But I do remember watching Wonder Years and being like, whoa, Winnie Cooper's hot.
You're like, I want a girl next door like that. She was on How I Met Your Mother. What is this? Announced that producers of How I Met. Oh, we're planning to bring back a recurring role. I was like, wait, she wasn't in that show.
Yeah, but yeah, Winnie Cooper. I'm with Riff on that one. She was a hottie.
Look at this photo here.
Yeah, dude, she's rocking.
You're like, all right.
So it's like she's like, you know, taking some workout classes or something.
There we go.
I think she's aged amazingly. Like, she looks beautiful. So, yep,
absolutely.
Did I say Danica Kirkpatrick? Is it Danica McKellar? I think I'm mixing two people together.
Oh, I don't know.
Can you go back? I think it is Danica McKellar. I'm thinking of.
Oh,
I don't know where I got Kirkpatrick from, but
yeah, McKellar. Yeah, it is McKellar.
Okay, so my bad. Not Danica Kirkpatrick. Danica McKellar. I don't know why I added Kirkpatrick to her name. McKellar. Anyway, that's her.
Her last name should be Addict, right?
Yep. Yeah. Addict.
Moving on. Basically, I got a bunch of musicians for my final ones here.
All right.
If we did Mandy Moore, I gotta have Britney Spears.
I knew. See, I can't believe I didn't even think about Britney Spears, because she probably would have made my list over somebody. She probably would have beat out Melissa Joan Hart, because in the 90s, man, Britney was fire.
Oh yeah, I mean, she had so many music videos out. So you're catching like all the music videos, and she had amazing outfits in them, and you're like, oh, and she's touring and singing and stuff. I had tickets to go see her tour. I bought a single ticket, one ticket to go. This way I can get closer. Just buying a single one. And then she ended up canceling the tour. Like, something happened and the tour had gotten shut down. So I got a refund, and I never got to see her. And I was like,
So in 2003, the girl I dated was a huge Britney Spears fan. So that was around the time of her Toxic album.
Okay.
So we went down to Columbia and I saw Britney Spears.
No kidding.
Yep, sure did. Live in concert. Now I was with my girlfriend, so it was like whatever. But
yeah,
I didn't really care a whole lot about her music. I just thought she was hot, and I mostly went with that because Lauren, the girl I dated at the time, really liked her.
Right. I mean, I can't say I purchased any of her albums, but I listened to it. Obviously.
Yeah, I never bought
MTV or whatever.
Anything she's ever made, but it was cool to go see her. She's kind of iconic. It's kind of neat to say I saw Britney Spears sing.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
Hopefully one day I can say the same about Taylor Swift, because I am a Swiftie, baby.
There we go.
All right, Russ, are you down to your last one, the one we've been waiting on?
No, I guess I'll do one more. I don't know if I maybe mixed up or switched one.
Yeah, throw one more out there.
Because we're doing top 10 and I put 11. That's right.
Okay, yeah, and we'll do our favorites at the end.
Okay, so sticking with the musician theme, I did choose the singer of the band Garbage, Shirley Manson.
Okay,
redhead, like this is her, like when she came out there, was like, different, because like, okay, you got all these like blonde singers and dark haired, and I was like, okay, she stands out with like red hair, and seeing in the videos like just rocking out, being that more like grungy, because if you never heard the band Garbage, it was very 90s grunge.
So you know who I thought you were gonna say and almost made my list?
I don't know.
Gwen Stefani.
That's my number one.
Oh,
Gotta have Gwen on there.
that's so funny. Sorry to ruin that surprise.
Coincidence that my daughter is named Gwen?
Yeah,
I think not.
that's funny, dude.
I did ask the wife. I'm like, do you mind if we name our daughter Gwen? I had big crush on Gwen. So one of my favorite bands in high school was Bush.
Yeah,
And Gavin was
Gavin.
Bush dating Gwen from No Doubt, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like, okay, he, my favorite singer guy, and he's dating Gwen, and she's super hot. I will say, so I definitely liked like No Doubt era Gwen. She's changed a lot, like look wise.
Yep.
To how she looks now. I'm not as like like here's a picture of her with Blake Shelton.
Yeah, a little more 90210. This looks a little more like, not as punk rock as she once was.
And here's like a comparison too, 2001 to 2022 of how much she's changed. Like, yeah, I guess it's her. Like, I probably, if I had passed her on the street, I wouldn't have known that's Gwen Stefani.
I think I would still know. But like some of the stuff she was into back then was like the kind of the Hindi. I don't know what you call all the jewels and stuff she would put on her face. But she had some Indian influence, and kind of more punk rock influence too. And she was always wearing like big baggy pants with like sports bras and stuff.
Right.
Kind of wild lipstick, but she definitely, I think my favorite Gwen, because I think my favorite Gwen was like a couple years later when she kind of did like the big bouffant kind of hair.
What do you mean bouffant here?
Like, I don't know, like a real big,
maybe with extensions and stuff. Like,
no. Like if you scroll up, I think there's a picture of it.
That's like curly. Oh, like maybe this one here. Like
no,
the bank,
not quite. It's like, I don't know. It's a little tighter. It's a little higher. It's hard. It's hard to explain. I can't explain it, but
fair enough.
I've liked all of her. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Versions. I like
versions of her.
Yeah, every version of her. She's still always been really pretty and really cute, and
that's probably like the classic picture right here. She's got like a white tank top on.
Yeah, I think she's really cute there.
Yeah. And again, that's probably the appeal. She's super fun. She's a singer, knows how to perform on stage. So it was all that appeal and like
their music was really funky and different too.
Right. Kind of because I didn't listen to a whole lot of ska, and that kind of came out, Tragic Kingdom. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a little different. And plus, again, female vocalists are like, this is definitely different because
not like Britney or Christina Aguilera, not like that.
Right. So it certainly stuck out with me. And I was like,
yeah,
Gwen Stefani.
So that's your number one. All right, are you ready for my number one, Russ?
Okay, here we go.
All right, straight out of Full House, Jodie Sweetin. No DJ Tanner for me. I wanted Stephanie.
Excellent.
I'm pretty sure she was born in 1982, but I just liked, even when I was like first started watching Full House, I thought she was cute. We kind of grew up together. She's like only like a year younger than me in real life. I think she still looks amazing to this day. She's really pretty. She has like these eyes. I like her nose a lot. Everything about Stephanie is really cute. But when she was like a high schooler on Full House,
yeah.
I just thought she was so pretty, and I still really find her attractive to this day.
I'm trying to find a picture of like this is all Fuller House.
Like, type in Stephanie Tanner or Jodie Sweetin Young or Kid or something. I don't know.
Something like that. Oh yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah, like that's kind of the kind of right here, like with the black outfit and the overalls. I don't know. I just found her, like that. Like, and that's a really silly picture, but I just thought she was so cute.
Yeah, I mean, definitely has the girl next door vibe on it for sure.
She had real pretty blonde hair, and apparently I'm just like a blonde guy, so
And she looks great there. Yeah, I said a little older.
yeah, smoking hot.
Nice.
Yeah, tonight when me and Haley, I was like, Haley, who do you think my 90s crushes were? And she was like, Alicia Silverstone. I was like, yeah. I was like, who's the other one? And she's like, I can't remember. And I was like, Stephanie Tanner. She's like, oh yeah, you do love Jodie Sweetin.
Now, so did you have growing up like pictures on your wall, like with some of these girls, or
I never had any pictures of girls on my wall until I was like, I think I had like one picture of Britney Spears and like in my 20s, and it was only because it was like a Pepsi ad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A lot of different random ads, so it wasn't necessarily that it was Britney, but
so it was more of you're doing research in the computer lab on some of the ladies, and then what, like print? I guess not printing out pictures, maybe wallpapers for your computer.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, maybe wallpaper. It was probably more Tom DeLonge than anything.
I definitely had a bunch of Britney posters up, and Gwen Stefani, like, because they were in magazines, so I bought like maybe some music magazines.
Oh, you know what I did have? Rolling Stone had a really cool set of like Britney Spears pictures where she's like blowing bubble gum.
Okay.
Type in Alicia Silverstone, Rolling Stones, bubble gum, and yeah, she just looked really hot. She's kind of wearing some like bathing suits or something. I don't know. Maybe it was underwear. Who knows? If it's not shareable, I understand.
Why did this go to the eBay listing? I don't want to buy the eBay listing.
Because you want to buy those pics. Yeah. So anyway, I had all those pictures from that Rolling Stone issue.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh yeah, I remember. Here's the Britney Spears one. Yeah.
Yep. So for the Teletubby, what do you know?
So yeah, I definitely had some of those posters on there. I did have. She was gonna make my list, but then I wasn't sure. I think she was more 2000s, but Michelle Branch.
Oh yeah, I like Michelle Branch. She had some great music,
and she was actually on the cover of like Maxim magazine. I remember getting that and like framing that. And I had tickets to go see her. We went. It was in New Haven. Sat down, waited, and they actually came out and was like, "She's sick. She can't perform."
Dude, you got robbed on her and Britney.
And I was like, what is it with this year? Like, I'm trying to support the female artists, and they keep canceling.
Wow, lame.
So I never did get to see her, unfortunately.
Well, if you want to, I can save you. I like Michelle Branch
without singing. Yeah, that first album was great for sure. Hotel Room, I think that was the name of it.
Yeah.
Classic. So yeah, 90s crushes. Maybe we could do even throwback and do 80s at some time.
Yeah,
get some of the 80s stars in there.
Yep.
Some probably carried over with some of these 90s crushes because they had things then as well. But
I'm sure Wonder Years carried over.
Yeah. Sweet. So yeah, be sure to check us out, theweeklywarppipe.com. We got new episodes every Saturday at 7 a.m. and you can check our shorter show on Wednesday for Warp Pipe Wednesdays. They're like 15-20 minute shows, different topics. And this week we'll be talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie. Me and Jay went to see it 2 weeks, so spoilers. It's going to be a whole bunch of spoilers in there, so if you haven't seen the movie, you won't be able to catch the episode on Wednesday. But
save it for later.
Yeah. Give us a call, 949-682-9277. It's in the description of every video and on our website and all that jazz. You can find me at Russ Lyman. I got 4 YouTube channels. Search them out. Russ Lyman, this channel here, The Weekly Warp Pipe. We got Snacky Snack Time. And my newest channel, 8-Bit Bliss, is all video game music. So if you want to support me on there, that'd be great. And you can follow Jay.
Yeah, follow me on TikTok, NES Addict. That's where I'm the most active. And you can look at all my old YouTube videos. There's like years worth. Go back and watch them. Let me know you still think they're cool. And that's pretty much it. Right here every Wednesday and Saturday with my buddy Russ Lyman for Warp Pipe Wednesday and the Weekly Warp Pipe. This is the most important one.
Yeah. Sweet, guys. We hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, I'm Russ Lyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit.
Have a great weekend.